What is up guys, Patrick here at Spartansuppz.com with a supplement review on the all new Myoblox Loco 6.0. As you can tell from the packaging, this is quite a cosmetic update and the product formulas also had quite an overhaul as well. So we're going to do a full new supplement breakdown on this. We're going to go over each of the ingredients, tell you what they do, tell you how they work, we'll cover dosages, we'll go over taste, mixability, effects, absolutely, since it is a stimulant based pre-workout. We'll do a little bit of a comparison to the previous version and I'll give you my personal feedback on the product as well. So let's not mess about because this is a pretty damn loaded product. Let's jump straight into it. So on screen now you're going to see one of these, a nutritional information panel for this here, Myoblox Loco 6.0. Now each one of these tubs has 36 serves, which is a very strange amount. Typically you see a pre-workout that has 20, 30 or 40, but at Myoblox it's a little bit special. So I like it, 36 loaded serves. Each serve is 12.58 grams, and in that we've got some big root vitamins and some vitamin C. The vitamin C is for absorbency, and the big root vitamins will help too with the energy delivery and to help prevent a crash. So we're not going to go super in detail, it's just a nice little addition to that. So in the super matrix we have got 3 grams of Betaine Anhydrous. This is a very, very big dose. It's right up around the clinical, it's actually over the clinical of 2.5. What betaine does is it helps to increase endogenous creatine production, so that's muscle power. It's going to allow you to get more reps essentially with heavier weights. It's also got a regenerative type effect as well, so you notice you have a thick, full sort of feeling when you take it. It's also helpful at increasing post-workout muscle protein synthesis on the recovery side, so a dual purpose and a highly underrated ingredient. You don't really get a massive feel effect, but you do train better when you have it. Next up, we have 2,000 milligrams of Beta-Alanine, and this is slightly less than the previous 2.5 grams, which was in the original, the OG Loco. But there was a lot of complaints. A lot of people face melted off when they did the 2-scoop formula, because you can do either 1 or 2, and we're just covering the 1 here, but it's so well dosed. If you take 2, you're going to get a hell of a lot of everything. So Beta-Alanine helps to buffer the buildup of hydrogen ions or lactate acid, so it's going to allow you to push your lactate threshold that much higher. So that and the betaine work really in synergy with one another. So you've got one that gives you more power and one that helps you to push up that threshold and allows you to get more reps and push the endurance side of things. So a great synergy between the two and a really good dose. And I like that it's just a little bit less because this tingling skin, the pharynx thing, some people love it, some people absolutely hate it. So I think this gives a lot more versatility to the product. Next up, we've got 2,000 milligrams of taurine. This is a monstrous dose and a really great addition to any stimulant containing product. It's great for cell hydration, for muscular endurance, for muscle power, and also not too bad for focus as well. A weak focus agent, but when there's lots of it, you get a really good effect out of it. So, big fan of taurine, and I like the performance element of that as well in preventing dehydration. So, next we've got the magic matrix, which is the stimulant and the feel effect type of thing. So we're kicking off some L-tyrosine. Now this section we don't have the exact doses, but I would estimate there to be about 750 to 1,000 milligrams of L-tyrosine in there. Next up we have Real Caf, which is a trademark ingredient owned by Myoblox, which is a green coffee bean extract. So it's a natural source of caffeine. There's 200 milligrams per scoop, so with 2 scoops you can get 400, the full amount. And this is a smooth, clean delivery of caffeine. It feels a lot nicer and just cleaner is the word I would use for it than your typical synthetic caffeine. The energy delivery feels a lot stronger, plus it comes on a little bit sooner and it seems to last a bit longer as well. You don't have a crash from it. So typically I find that my tipping point's about 300 megs of caffeine, and after that I feel absolutely horrible. Whereas with this, the Real Caf, you can seem to be able to have more without the side effects. So super cleans, get out of our CNS fired up and ready to go, increase our performance capacity, decrease our reaction times, and generally prime our body, and particularly our mind. Next up, we have got some valvapine for the extract of mucuna pruriens. This is a stimulant of L-dopa. It gets you feeling really good. So it has a relaxing, calming effect, which in a stimulant-based product sounds a little odd, but it's going to help get you reduce any potential anxiety and get you feeling really good so you have a great workout and you're not getting the jitters either. So it really helps to get the feel effect happening in the product. Next up, we've got some Elevate TP or some Ancient Apple. This is like an instant shot of energy. What it helps to do is act as an alternate source of fuel for our body to increase muscle power. So it's going to act as, think of it as alternate currency. It's like a little backup battery for our muscles so we can keep pushing further. That in combination with the Beta-Alanine, the betaine, excellent combination, and it really helps to round out the performance blend as well. Next up, we have some synephrine at a very high extract as well. I'm going to cover some of these stimulants together. So I'm going to go synephrine, helostation, and methylaltyramine, and hordenine for that matter as well. So all of these 4 stimulants all work in slightly different ways, but they do work in synergy with one another. I like that there hasn't been a massive dose of one particular stimulant, because they do have a synergistic effect. And if you have a massive amount of, say, synephrine, a lot of people seem to get a bit doped out from it, and they can get overstimulated because it acts so fast. Whereas by taking a multitude of different stimulants with different digestion rates and different stimulatory effects, you get the best of all worlds without too much of a good thing. And the last ingredient, we have some huperzine or huperzia, which is not so much a nootropic, it's really like more for memory retention and learning. So it helps to improve the mind-muscle connection. It'll help you to sort of really remember those motor unit pathways and really get you in the zone. So we've got ingredients to increase our stimulation, to help us with mental focus in the tyrosine. We've got some other stimulants which are excellent for like mental capacity and focus as well. And with the huperzia in there as well, we've really got a very synergistic blend of ingredients that complement one another. We've also got a big dose, 7.5 milligrams per scoop of bioperin, which is like a digestive enzyme to help absorb other nutrients, I should say. And that's what's in it. We don't need that anymore. So, very well rounded. We've got the performance, we've got the pumps, we've got the focus, we've got a lot of performance-based stuff basically that's going to allow us to get a better workout. Now, the noticeable omission from the product is glycerol. Glycerol was causing some clumping in the product. That has been replaced with a big dose of taurine, which has its own pump benefits in there as well. So it's going to be really more of a muscle power, muscle performance type product. Now, I'm going to go out on a limb here and say the reason that has been done that way, and there is no typical pump type ingredients like citrulline, agmatine, glycerol, is because you're going to see an updated version of Myoblox Loco pretty soon. I'm going out on a limb. So we're going to try some of this out. It comes in 3 flavors. They're all new flavors. None of the old ones exist anymore, and these are fresh to death. So I have the melon drop here, and it also comes in the sherbet margarita and purple haze. So I'm going to take one of these 12.5 gram scoops, drop it in our shaker, back on there. And this is a loaded tub, by the way. It's full to the brim, which I think really gives a good consumer experience. I've got in a Spartansuppz Big Boy Grande shaker. A few shakes, and let's go. Now, Myoblox do not use artificial colours and colouring in their products, so that's why it's got that milky sort of texture. It is mixed extremely well. I wouldn't expect that it wouldn't mix well, because Myoblox products are always on point, particularly in their source of ingredients. It smells really good. I've been looking forward to this, to be honest. And man, it's fine. It's like a candy watermelon, but it's got a slight sour, sort of salty, almost like a sherbet flavour, a hint of it just at the end. Flavour is really good. It's really interesting, refreshing, margarita-y styled watermelon. Big fan of that one. I've also tried the sherbet margarita. Definitely a very strong sherbet flavour, but it's not overly sour either. So the other one I haven't tried yet is purple haze, so I'm looking forward to trying that out. But other flavours, all fantastic. There's all this new range. Not only does it look really good, some of the best, the most unique, probably my favourite branding of a product ever. Absolutely love the look. It's very detailed. The attention is just fantastic. So anyway, the flavour's fantastic. The formula's dope. Let's get into the effects, because that's exactly why you would be taking a product like this. In short, fantastic. The muscle power was really, really good. You had really good endurance throughout the entire workout. The energy was quick. It came on really strong but clean. And the focus was a real standout. Now, I previously did like the older version, the previous version of Loco. It was one of my go-tos. I like, that it's not crazy off its head with stimulants. Then the caffeine is not too high. 200 megs per scoop I think is a good amount, and that way you can sort of tailor it to the workout that you're doing. So I've tried this at 1 and a bit, 1.5. That's the highest I've gone, and honestly, I don't think I could want more than that. I trained earlier today with 1.5 scoops. I trained a back workout with some some bodybuilding movements, some strength movements, and the workout was fantastic. Had all the power, all the endurance, in the zone, was just tunnel vision. Had a really, really good workout without crashing at all. It's a really nice, smooth step back down to your normal self, and you really don't notice a transition, which typically with a high caffeine, like 300-ish type milligrams, I would honestly have a bit of a downer afterwards. So all in all, I'm loving the all new Loco. It's a big step up from the previous formula. The flavors are much better. There's more of them. I think the formula is much more versatile. The dosing in terms of ingredients is much more versatile as well, without the face melting amounts of Beta-Alanine, and the Taurine helps to round out the performance side. And I think this makes this a very stackable product when it comes to adding a pump type agent to that. So you could definitely stack this with the current version of Blow, but I think you're going to see a new one of that pretty soon as well, with a whole new look like that. So in terms of value for money, 36 scoops, $69.95. Brings it to $1.94 per scoop. I think looking at the amount of ingredients, like there's 12.5 grams of ingredients, 12.2 grams, sorry, of ingredients per scoop. That's just per one, and there's 36 scoops in your standard tub, so you're getting really an extra 20% on top of what you would normally get in a pre-workout. And a lot of pre-workouts have much smaller doses as well. So I think when you look at the grams per serve for the money, it's really hard to ask for much more, especially in such a good tasting, pretty package. So 10 points Myoblox, done really well with this. It's a very, very good predecessor, a good son to a father that's retired. So we'll go with that crap analogy. That about wraps it up for this here review on Myoblox Loco 6.0. It's dropping very soon. By the time you watch this, it will most likely be available online at Spartansuppz.com and across all Spartansuppz retail stores, all 6. So, Melon Drop, Sherbet Margarita, and Purple Haze. Thank you guys for watching. If you like this review, please make sure to hit the like button down below, drop a comment with your feedback or any questions you might have on this or any other product, and remember to subscribe to our YouTube channel to stay up to date with all the latest supplement things. Thank you guys for tuning in. I'm Patrick from Spartansuppz.com.